Hello, this is the lecture number 26 for the chapter integration, and we were discussing the miscellaneous exercise, and we have done up to question number 34. In question number 35, it is x e to the power x, which can be integrated and can be done integration by parts, taking x as a first function, e to the power x as second function, and it is the definite integral. So first function as it is, integration of second minus integration of derivative of the first into integration of second, which is e to the power x, and integration of e to the power x is e to the power x, and upper limit minus lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit, which is coming out to be 1. Now in question number 36, it is from minus 1 to 1, x to the power 17 cos to the power 4x, and it is an odd function. Why it is an odd function? Because if you let fx is equal to x to the power 17, x to the power 4x, and you will replace x by minus x to the power minus 17, x to the power 4 minus cos x, x to the power 4 minus cos x will be cos to the power 4x, and it is minus x to the power 17, and it is equal to minus fx. So it is an odd function, so the value of this integral equal to 0, because when fx is an odd function, then minus a to a fx is equal to 0. We have done this property many times. In question number 37, we have 0 to pi by 2 sine cube x. By using the formula of sine 3x, you can find the value of sine cube x, which is equal to 3 sine x minus sine 3x upon 4 by using the formula of sine 3x. Sine 3x is equal to 4 sine cube x minus 3 sine x. Or you can learn this formula, sine cube x is equal to 3 sine x minus sine 3x upon 4. Break into two integral. Integral of sine x is minus cos x. Integral of sine 3x is minus cos 3x upon 2. And arrange it. It will be 1 upon 12, 3 upon 4, upper limit minus lower limit, upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit is pi by 2, lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 2, lower limit is 0. Like this. And you can arrange and we'll get the value of this 2 by 3. So be careful with this calculation here. So this is the question number 37. In question number 38, it is 10 cube x. For this, you can write 10 square into 10x. For 10 square, you can write sec square x minus 1 and break into two integral, which is sec square into 10x into 10x. The integral of 10x, we know it's log sec x, which is upper limit minus lower limit. You first of all integrate this part of integral, 10x log sec x, upper limit minus lower limit, it is sec pi by 4 is root 2 and sec 0 is 1 and log 1 is 0. And here you have to integrate it separately. If you let 10x equal to t, this sec square will be cancelled out. So it will be t with respect to t, and upper limit and lower will be also changed, because if 10x equal to t, upper limit is pi by 4, so 10 pi by 4 is equal to 1, because we have to convert the limit also in terms of t. Lower limit is 0, so tan 0 is 0, so lower limit in terms of t will be 0 itself. So integration of t is t square upon 2, then upper limit minus lower limit, which is equal to 1. So this is the question number 38, which is integration of 10 cube x. Now you know the integration of sine inverse x, how you have to do it. You have to multiply it with 1 and integrate by parts. So multiply with 1, so take it as the second function, sine inverse x as the first function. So first function as it is, integration of second, which is equal to x, minus derivative of the first, which is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square, into integration of second, which is x. Now x upon under root 1 minus x square, you have to integrate it by substitution method. So let 1 minus x is equal to t, so dt upon dx is equal to minus 2x, so dx is equal to dt upon minus 2x, which will cancel this x. So it will be minus plus half dt upon root x, and the limit of this part is 0 to 1. So upper limit minus lower limit, you can do it here, but here you have let it something 1 minus x square, so you have to equal to t, so you have to change this lower limit and upper limit in terms of t itself. So we have let 1 minus t square, so upper limit is 1, so replace x by 1, so 1 minus 1 will be 0. So in terms of t, upper limit is 0, lower limit is 0, so 1 minus 0 will be 1, so lower limit will be 1. So it will be 1 to 0, 1 to 0. And you can integrate t to the power half to t to the power minus half plus 1 upon minus half plus 1. Limit is 1 to 0, and this already have done integral x sine inverse x 0 to 1, so upper limit minus lower limit, sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So this is the integration of sine inverse x with the limit 0 to 1. Now in question number 41, you can make this e to the power minus x positive. You can write it as 1 upon e to the power x. Adding it, it will be 2 to the power ex plus 1 upon e to the power x, and take e to the power x to the numerator and let e to the power x is equal to t. dt upon dx will be e to the power x This will cancel out this e की power x and it will be 1 upon t square plus 1, which is tan inverse t, and replace the value of t, which is e की power x. So it is somewhat a very easy question. Now in question number 40, it is a integration you have to do by taking limit of sum. It is e की power minus 3x. Here a is 0, b is 1, so nh will be b minus a, which is equal to 1, and fx is equal to e की power 2 minus 3x. So using the formula of limit of sum, limit h goes to 0, h, fa plus h, fa plus 2h up to fa plus n minus 1 into h. Here a is 0, so f0 plus h, f0 plus 2h up to f0 plus n minus 1 into h. So f0, you can calculate it here. f0 will be equal to e की power 2, f0 plus h, e की power 2 minus 3h, e की power 0 plus 2h, so e की power 2 minus 6h up to e की power 2 minus 3 n minus 1 into h. I've told you already, when you are doing the limit of sum, when the first term e square, then all the terms it will be e square. So the second term e की power 2x minus 3h, you have to replace h by 2h, you will get the next term, which is equal to e की power 2 minus 6h, and the nth term will be e की power 2 plus e की power minus 3 n minus 1 into h. So you have to replace before h n minus 1. E की power 2 we can take easily common, so this e की power 2 is common, h is already there, so 1 e की power minus 3h, e की power minus 6h up to e की power minus 3 n minus 1 into h, using the formula of geometric progression, which is a 1 minus r की power n upon 1 minus r sn for GP, where a is 1 and r is e की power minus 3h. So 1 minus r की power n upon 1 minus r. See it very carefully, e की power 2 into h minus 3 n into h upon 1 minus e की power minus 3h, multiply and divide by minus 3h, because e की power x minus 1 upon x equal to 1 if limit x goes to 0. That is why we are doing it. 1 minus e की power minus 3h upon minus 3h into minus 3h, it will be equal to 1, and h will be cancelled out with this h. So e की power 2 upon 3, 1 minus e की power minus 3 nh is equal to how much? Nh is equal to 1, so it is equal to 1. So this is, when you take the limit, it will be e की power 2 upon minus 3, 1 minus e की power minus 3 upon 1, arrange it, you will get this. So this is the question number 40. Now in question number 42, it is cos 2x upon sin x plus cos x ka whole square. In place of cos 2x, you can write cos square x minus sin square x, because if you use the formula of a plus b, a minus b, this 1 sin x plus cos x will be cancelled out. So you are getting only by using the algebraic identities, you will get cos x minus sin x upon sin x plus cos x. Use sin x plus cos x equal to t. When you put the value of dx, you will get dt upon t, which is log t. Replace the value of t is sin x plus cos x. Sin x plus cos x ka derivative, cos x minus sin x, it will be cancelled out when you let it equal to t and replace the value of dx. Now in question number 43, it is from a to b as x f x plus x dx. So replace the x by a plus b minus x. This is the property, you know it, indefinite integral. You can replace x by a plus b minus x. So a plus b minus x, a plus b minus x. This is. Now it is given that f a plus b minus x is equal to fx. It is given in the question. F a plus b minus x is equal to fx is given in the question. You see the question carefully. Now you break into 2, a plus b into fx and minus x into fx. Break into 2 integral. A plus b into fx and x into fx. Break into 2 integrals. This, and this is equal to I. Take this to the left hand side. It is 2i, a plus b, 0, a se lekar b, fx dx. Take 2 to the left hand side. So this is the proof you have to do. And the last question of this miscellaneous exercise, it is I is equal to 0 to 1 tan inverse 2x minus 1 upon 1 plus x minus x square. It is x square here. So you, for 2x minus 1, you can write x minus 1 minus x. And you take x common in the denominator, it will be 1 plus x, 1 minus x. And it is a formula of tan inverse a minus tan inverse b, which is equal to tan inverse a minus b upon 1 plus a into b. It is a formula of tan inverse a minus tan inverse b, which is equal to tan inverse A minus tan inverse B. You break into two integral, and here in the first, using the formula of definite integral, that in place of a x, or rather a, you can write a minus x. So in place of x you can write 1 minus x. This is the first important property of the definite integral. In place of x you can write a minus x. 0 to a is the limit, so in place of x you can write a minus x, that is 1 minus x you can write. This will be cancelled out with this, equal to 0. So this is the completion of a very long chapter, that is the chapter integration, which we have completed in this 26th lecture. So see it very carefully. It is a very long chapter, and you have to do it very thoroughly, and you have to do it at least 2 times to have a very good command over this integration. Okay, best of luck. Thank you.